I'm going to teach you how to make a wire gesture sculpture. Your sculpture will be able to bend and twist and turn once it is finished, so it doesn't have to hold the same exact pose at all times. It is flexible. To start, you need two pieces of wire, a long piece and a short piece. The long piece is going to be for your head, your torso, and your two legs. The short piece is for your arms. Start with the long piece. Bend the wire so that the two ends meet each other. Pull it so it's straight. The first thing you're going to make is the head. Cross the wire until you get the size head that you want. Pull the wire out to make it an oval shape. We want our wire figure to be proportionate, so you might need to change the size of your head as you build the torso and the legs. This seems about right for me, so I'm going to twist the bottom 2 times to make a small neck. The next part we're going to make is the torso. You're going to do the same thing you did with the head. Start to cross your wire, push it out to create a larger oval, and figure out where your hips should be. Where your wire crosses is where your hips are before your legs. So if I cross it all the way down here, my legs are going to be too short. And if I cross my hips up here, my torso is too short and my legs are too long. So figure out the correct proportion. And again, if you need to change this, you'll just have to untwist the wire and fix it. I'm going to go with right about there and do 2 twists. Look at my proportions. Look at the length of my legs compared to my torso and my head. Now you need to make your foot loops down here too. So you're going to take the bottom end and loop it around. Twist the short end around your leg and do the same thing with the other side. Loop it. And then push that tiny end of your wire around your long legs. Now check the proportions again. I think my torso is a little bit too long, so I'm going to untwist my legs and put that twist a little bit higher up to lengthen my legs and shorten my torso, right about there. Twist, right about there. Don't worry about any kinks in your wire that were left from changing things. These are my kinks. Those will get covered up once we wrap it in aluminum foil. The next step is to take your shorter wire. This will be your arms. Now you can see that is unproportionate. My arms are way too long. So I am going to lift up my head, torso, and legs. Put my wire so it's evenly spaced on either side of my neck. Pinch the wire against my neck, and each side I'm going to wrap around. So I just wrapped this side. I need to wrap the opposite side around my neck to keep the arm length even. Take a look at the proportions. My arms are still too long. I'm going to do another wrap this side and the opposite side. Check my proportions. Now, before I wrap again, I'm going to make my hands the same way I made my feet. So curve the end to make a little circle. Make it big enough so it's proportionate. And then loop the short end around your arm. So I think now once I have my other hand, the same size as this one, my arms will now be proportionate. Again, if you ever make a mistake, you can untwist it and twist it again. Now my wire figure is proportionate. The sizes make sense. If my head is a little too big, I can twist it at my neck to make that a little bit smaller.